the camera stuff this morning. Apparently YouTube likes me to go this way now instead of the other way. So when I tried to go the other way, I thought I wasn't live, but apparently I was live showing you guys me moving my camera around. So anyway, long story short, my name is Teresa. I'm the owner and artisan at NTS Design Co. I come live with you guys every Wednesday at 10 a.m. to do some fun painting tutorials. So today I have a fun project for you guys. So Dixie Belle is doing a Paint a Pot for Peace project, and that is in support for Alzheimer's. They will be donating $1 for every pot posted before 12/1. So today we will be painting a pot, and I'm actually kind of really excited about this because perfect timing. I just had these two little pots. They had succulents in them and they got too big for these pots, so I put them in new ones, and they're kind of bland. They're very woodland looking themed, like not anything spectacular by any means. And it's that time of the year where you start to bring your plants in, you transplant them into bigger pots. You can get new ones, whatever, however the things are. But like, we live in North Carolina, it doesn't really get cold here for probably till like the end of October, when you have to start worrying about frost. But I'm getting a head start on that, A, because of the campaign that is out, and B, because I just put my little succulents in a bigger pot, so I was excited about that. So now I have two smaller pots to put the little baby succulents in. As you guys know, you can pop off a couple of the leaves and plant them, and then they grow back up, so that's kind of exciting. So as you guys are popping on, say hello. Hello, Kimberly, good morning. I hope you're having a great day today. Hey, Stephanie, thank you for watching. So Dixie Belle is going to be doing that. I'm super excited about that campaign. It's an amazing cause. If you guys definitely paint anything, you should definitely do that. So I'm super excited about that. So yeah, so let's get to doing that. I'm going to do one, because there's a lot to do it, and then I'll just record the other one for content. So what I will be using today, because I love purple and black, if you guys haven't already, I used this for the first time last night on the Crazy Brush Show with Aaron. It was super fun and exciting, and so I decided I wanted to use it again. So if you guys have not used the Velvet Touch by Dixie Belle, it's super awesome, and it's like very soft and velvety. I'm really excited about that. So I will be painting my little pots in amethyst, and then I'll use my heat gun to dry them, and then I'll be adding satin clear coat to it, the raised areas very lightly, and then I will be adding the satin touch. You can also use the Stick With Me if you want to use that. This takes 15 to 20 minutes to set up. I use gloves with mine because I don't like sticky on my fingers, so I just make sure I use something that makes it so it's not sticky on my fingers. So there's that. And I also will be using the 2-inch Foam and Dandy to apply my satin clear coat, and I will be painting, since this is a flower pot and it's not anything fancy, I'll just be using the little, this one's very loved, can you tell? This one's been forgotten about in a pot of water for a little bit longer than it should have been, but it still works great. And I love the premium chip brushes by Dixie Belle. You can abuse them apparently, and then the brushes are still pretty soft afterwards. So I will be using that. I recommend, this was a tip that was given to me by Aaron last night, that if you are using the Velvet Touch, when you're shaking it on your project, to make sure that you have a surface underneath it, because it is kind of messy and it gets everywhere. And also, once you're done with it, like glitter, you can put it back in the container, so that way you're not wasting a bunch of the product. So it actually will last a pretty long time. Let me see. Nice way to recover from surgery. I'm trying to read, I'm sorry. Oh. You're in the middle of rebuilding and finishing it. I hope everything is okay with you. All right. Art therapy is always the best. We're using this, not that. I definitely, when I get in a funk or something, I like to just kind of throw myself in my work and create. That was hard to open. Okay, so let's get to it. So I did not really clean the inside of this. I'm not gonna be painting the inside of this. You can clean the inside of your pot out and paint it. I know a lot of people will clean their pots out, spray it with alcohol so that it is disinfected, so that when you put the new plant, anything that may have transferred into it will not be in there, because you can contaminate your plants that way. I did not do that because I'm just literally gonna be putting succulents in there for them to grow, for me to take them out, and for me to move them in there. And nothing really lives in these pots for very long. It's just like they're so tiny. They're my starter pots for the bigger plants. So anyways, if you guys have better plant suggestions, don't follow what I do, because I am no expert in the plant area. Paint's different, plants not so much. All right, so I'm getting clay molds and resin today. I'll have projects to do. Oh, yay. Well, that's amazing. I love that. All right, so we are just gonna take our, and I'm not gonna use any water. We're gonna just dip our little handy dandy premium chip brush into our amethyst. And I'm just gonna stipple because I want it to get into all these little crevices. Now you can paint it, you can stipple it. It really doesn't matter. I guess painting it is working a little bit better. I mean, you just find what works best for you. You can stipple it on there, you can paint it on there. I like the chip brushes, they make me happy. They're fun for little projects like this that really don't matter. Okay, making sure everybody is pretty color, isn't it? Right, in that coverage, right? I'm only gonna do one coat of paint on this. The coverage is pretty good. So I guess like, I like to pounce so I can get in all those little areas, and then you can just kind of paint back and forth afterwards because you can see it's very textured. And so my theory for this is all of the purple is gonna stay in those little crevices, and then my Velvet Touch is just gonna go on the raised areas. So that is my plan. That's my plan for this. So I'm gonna do some of it and then I'm gonna heat gun it because I don't wanna get paint all over my fingers. So bear with me. She's gonna be a little noisy for a second. Pretty color, thank you. Yeah, I love purple. Purple is like one of my very favorite go-tos. I'm sorry if that's gonna be a little loud for a second. I apologize. I'm just trying to avoid covering my hands in paint today. It's harder with these little projects. I don't really want to roll it around because again, I will get paint on the surface that I'm trying to avoid that. All right, just like that, that's done. Don't want my heat gun hitting the ground, I'll cry. Okay, so now I can hold this side minimal amount, can't talk today, of paint will be on my hands. All right. So now I can hold my pot like this and I can continue to paint. Love the color. Is the Velvet Touch new? Yes, the Velvet Touch is a new product. It is super, like, I'll show you. So, okay, you guys know, like, for crafters, felt, like, you can get felt in, like, I don't know how many Halloween costumes I sewed felt on to make, like, dinosaur patches and things like that for my son's Halloween costumes when he was little. This, it reminds me of what if you took a felt sheet and shredded it, that's what this feels like. It's so soft. So like if you had a jewelry box that the flocking of the drawer was, which most of them are, was stained or destroyed, you could put the Stick With Me down first, and then you would lay this down, and then you would have that nice soft flocking on there. So that's kind of what it reminds me of. It is very, very soft. It is recommended for this not to get wet, so you probably wouldn't want to use this in something that is going to be like around water or things like that. Yes, I am using this on a planter, but I'm using such a minimal amount on it. I'm doing it more for the texture, and I don't really I don't like splash my pots when I have plants in them. So that is what this product is. It's a fun, versatile product. You can use it with stencils. Like I said, you can use it for the flocking of your drawers, or you can just have some fun with it and just do some fun things like I'm gonna be doing today. I'm super excited about this. I like doing fun little projects like this, especially when there is such a wonderful campaign going on and it is going to such a great, amazing cause. It just makes me really happy to be a part of anything that can, help our community out a little bit. All right, so here we keep going with this beautiful amethyst that I am stippling on with this handy dandy premium chip brush. And if I get a little on this, it'll be fine. This is just plastic from the Here Comes the Sun decoupage paper that I used on my last project on the DB page. All right, I'm just going over this really carefully, making sure that there's none that I missed. I'm gonna lay this over here as I am done with the amethyst as of now. Try to close this. My paint jars are the worst. I'm the worst paint jar mommy because I do so much live, and when I'm painting, I usually have like 50 colors out at once because I like to blend, but they don't get the best. dry time. All right, there goes dirt. Let's just blow that away. Like I said, I didn't clean out the inside of my thing completely. I'm just gonna dry this really quick. I'm sorry for the heat gun noise. I apologize. I just want it to be dry enough to not be reactivated when I add that. Paint jar mommy. Yeah, I'm a bad paint jar mommy. I try, I really do try. There goes more dirt. All right, we'll just, not really worried about that. Okay. All right, almost there. I just don't want it to be super wet when I put down my clear coat. I am going to be using my clear coat as my medium for the Stick With Me to, excuse me, I just totally choked. Let me grab a sip of water really quick. You guys ever do that? Like you breathe in, you get like, oh. Okay, so now the fun part comes. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn my lid upside down because I want to apply this on here. I just don't want to get a whole bunch of it. So I don't want to flood my brush with, see how like on the lid, this is another reason why I'm a bad paint jar mommy, because I get everything on my lids. And as you can see, it's on the edge too. Now, you could take a baby wipe, you could wipe it down, you could do all the things to make it perfect. I'm not that good. I try to though. So I'm using the Foam and Dandy. I'm just gonna dip it in here and then offload on my jar. You could use a rag or anything better than what I'm doing. I just happen to be using this. Good morning, Patty. How are you, sweetheart? I hope all is well with you. I very, very lightly, because I don't want this to get into the crevices. I only want it to stay on the raised texture. I'm just gonna drag. Well, I need more than that because it's not even enough to. And again, you just figure it out. Like you can just figure it out very carefully by trial and error, how much you want to put on here. I'm not going to do the whole thing at once. I'm going to work in small areas. Calls me when I'm live and I thought I had my do not disturb on. I'm sorry. I'm going to be using this and we're just going to shake, shake, shake. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to scoot so you guys can see better. So it's like a dust, okay? So like I said, it's like if someone took felt and shredded it, that's what this product looks like. And you can save it. So I know it looks like I'm wasting a lot, but you really aren't. And what I did last night is I did it twice to make sure that it really stuck on there. So that's what it looks like. And then it's only gonna stick where I put that top coat. I'm gonna do it one more time. It has a bigger area where you can like pour it out. I prefer to use the shake cheese side. I don't know what that's called. See how it's just like, it only stuck on those raised areas, which is the look that I was going for. And I really think that's actually really pretty. You're just gonna bang out your thing, not get dirt everywhere. Okay, so now you're gonna open up your little jar. Don't pay attention to things like lids. Yeah, no, not at all. Lids, yeah, no. So now I'm going to, like you would with glitter, you're gonna just kind of do this, and then we're gonna pour it back in there, minus the chunk of styrofoam from the pot. Don't mind that, that's a freebie. Okay, so now I'm gonna put this back on before I spill that, because I could see that being a task, right? I don't proofread. You're fine. I proofread best after I've sent the text, or I don't have time to text a lot of the times because I'm always on the fly. I will use my voice text, and it'll be like, I was in a race with a lima bean chasing a rabbit down the street, and I'm like, I was just letting you know I'm running late from the grocery store. So like my autocorrect always decides what it feels like me saying, and I just send them anyway, and I'm like, best of luck, you know what I meant. You are fine, I promise. What color does this come in? It comes in this beautiful black color as of right now. All right, perfect for the holidays. Okay, and I'm just, again, using the Foam and Dandy, and we're gonna come in and just add to those raised areas. I'm not gonna put it on the lip because I just feel like that's asking for trouble. I'm only doing small sections at a time, okay? I'm gonna add that over here. I'm gonna put that lid on the lid, actually. And then I'm gonna take my Velvet Touch. And then we're just shaking. And it's just little fibers is all this is. Now, I suppose you could like pat it if you're trying to really make sure that it sticks. It is gonna get on you. Actually, I kind of like that better. Okay, so that's the side that I patted, that's the side that I didn't. What are we going for here? Do we like the more minimalistic, or did we like it all thick? I kind of liked it the other way. So we're just gonna put a little bit more on. You can pat it on there. And it just kind of made it like thicker than before. Options, I'm gonna give you all the options. I'm gonna do that though. So this is why you have me doing this, right? Trial and error. I think that's pretty cool. I'm gonna add some more. Let's try thick just to see coverage. Yes, so let's do that. All right, so I'm gonna show you both, okay? There's sparse, right? You just put it on there once and you top it off. That's where I patted it. And I'm gonna do the same thing, okay? So I'm gonna do, that's what I did. We did pumpkins last night and I did 2 coats. So I did 2 coats on there just for more coverage. And again, you do whatever you want. All right, but I am just gonna kind of pat it on there with my hand and then shake off any extra. Look how much thicker that is. Okay, so that's the side that I didn't pat that on, and then that's the side that I patted it on. And then there's like little spots because it's a flower pot. It's not gonna be perfect. Cool, can we see the pumpkin? Yeah, I'll grab it, hold on 1 second. 1 second, let me grab my pumpkin. So we did wood pumpkins last night. See, like if you hold it up to the light, you can see it. But it's, I mean, well, I have it all over my hands, but it doesn't come off. It's on there. Isn't that pretty? So we just did little wood pumpkins. It was like the pumpkin patch is what we did last night on the Crazy Rush Show. You can go on the Paint Enthusiast group on FB and you'll find that video there if you want to rewatch that live. So, stay. Okay, make sure that doesn't fall off. All right, so now we'll just keep on moving along. I am going to, because I don't want this to get too crazy and get everywhere, because it does. I mean, it floofs everywhere, so you kind of do make a mess. I wouldn't do this in like a brand new white kitchen or anything like that. I'm on my artist table in my shop, so I can make the biggest mess that I want. I also have a fan blowing on me, so it's blowing around a little more than it normally would if you didn't have a fan blowing on you. So there's that too. You just want to keep that in there. No fans, yes, no fans. Thank you. Yeah, the pumpkins were fun. I had an awful lot of fun doing the pumpkins. Like, I really enjoyed it. I probably enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to. Not that I ever don't enjoy the projects, but it just was like, oh my gosh, this is so fun. I love trying new products, which is why I wanted to do this again with you guys today, because I was like, I have the perfect little flower pots. Let me do that, because just enough of that purple is going to peek through. Because I don't want full coverage, because, you know, that was the whole reason why we painted them, so you could see the purple. All right, feel like it's all over me. Again, we're just gonna sprinkle her on. We were talking last night about how Erin is gonna be doing this on a stencil. I think that would be a lot of fun. I think using the satin clear coat on a stencil would be easier cleanup wise versus using the stick with me. You would probably have to use a little more elbow grease to get the stick with me off because it is such a strong adhesive. And this stuff lasts forever, I swear. Like the amount that I'm using on here is very minimal to get what I'm looking for. And again, I'm just shaking off any of the extra. And I'll show you how much is still in here. I did that whole pumpkin last night and I'm doing this little pot. Like my little jar is full. Like it's not, you wouldn't think it would, but it really does last quite a long time. I got a little piece of styrofoam in there. Okay. I like the purple showing through. Yes, it is really pretty. Is this product flammable? It would be cute on an owl. I don't know. I mean, I don't keep well out of the reach of children. Use in a well-ventilated area. Avoid inhalation of the powder if it becomes airborne. I mean, I wouldn't, any of my projects, I wouldn't set near a fire. So, I don't know. Hey, what's up? What's up? All right. So I would just err on the side of caution, but I would say that with any of my projects. Yeah. It doesn't say it on there, but I don't think any of the products say flammable. Yeah. All right. We're just going to keep it moving. Keep it moving. Shake, shake, shake. And then just knock it off. Again, if you want the thin coverage, you just do it once. If you want fuller coverage like I am wanting, you just do 2 coats. You can pat it on there. There's no rules. You just do what you want. How pretty. And then I will allow this to dry. Like I'm not gonna do anything with it for at least 24 hours because top coat takes time to dry. And plus, because I added something to my top coat, I wanna make sure that it has ample time to dry. Like I said, my pumpkins that I did last night, they are dry. I could touch them without any of the product falling off of it. And I did that at 7 p.m. last night. So just allow ample amount of time. I have like little tiny things in here that I'm getting in there. Just for your product to dry. And then you can move forward with however you want to do it. Just use a little and test. Like, I don't even know how that would work. So you're going to do like a small area and then just take a lighter. Use at your own risk. How about that? All right, here we go. I don't even own a lighter. It's funny. It's looking good, guys. I can't wait to see everybody's painted pots for this campaign. It's gonna be pretty cool. Right. Looking good. What do you guys think? Super, super cute. Again, just like you would with glitter, we're gonna fold her up, shake her back in, and reuse, because you don't wanna waste any of your product. Like, could you imagine how much product I'd be wasting right now if I just like let this fly in the wind? We're just letting it go, all pretty like. Okay, again, I'm using my little foam and dandy in the lid of my top coat, because I don't want to dip this in because I'm gonna get this all in my top coat and contaminate it. So, because I can rinse my lid off, or you could spoon out a little bit on a paper plate, or however you want to do it, any of the ways that you want to just to protect your product a little bit better. Like I said, I'm just doing it in a lid, and yes, it is getting some of that in there. So when I am done with this, I will rinse this out to make sure that when it is in my top coat, it does not contaminate it, because there'd be nothing worse than painting a white piece of furniture and getting that in there. So you just want to be careful. Okay. I'm gonna grab the edges of this so I don't rock it. No, no, no. We want it to be pretty. Pretty, 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 pretty. And then we're just gonna pat that down. All right, I really love this. I think this came out so pretty. My succulents are gonna look so cute in this and be very, very happy in their new little painted pot home. What do you guys think? I think that it is a spectacular idea. You guys should all do this. What do you think? Yay! All right, let's look. You guys ready? I'm gonna hold it up close so you guys can see. I just moved my table. What do you guys think? I think this is super stinking cute. Again, it's coming off on my hands because I just applied it. So it's gonna dry for 24 hours, and then I will be able to put dirt in it and then put my new little plants back in it, and then they'll be super happy. I can't wait to get them staged on my plant shelf. I have a whole beautiful shelf in my dining room that has all my plants on it that I bring in from my porch in the fall so that all my plants don't die. So, oh yeah, lots and lots and lots of paper bowls. That's good. That stuff is so cool. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm super excited about it. Like I said, I can't wait to get the other one done. The other one just looked like this, just very like woodsy and rustic. And now it's super cute. It's gonna look purple and perfect for Halloween, or if that's just your decor in your home, it will just look like that. So again, but a cute little transformation on something that you can just have around your house that you can just make look amazing rather quickly. And it didn't take very long. Again, you can use the Stick With Me product that comes on the Dixie Belle site, that you can use this, or you can use the satin clear coat, which is what I used. And again, this is just the Velvet Touch. It's a super fun product. We applied it with the Foam and Dandy 1.5 inch, excuse me. And then I painted the amethyst on with my little chip brush. So those are the products that I used today. You can find all these products if you go to the Dixie Belle website, and if you go up to the left-hand corner, you can type in your zip code and you can find your local retailer, and they will have all of these products in there. They often do classes, especially this time of the year once the holidays roll around. A lot of your retailers will do classes so that you can kind of have some fun family time, girl time, things like that. So definitely look for that and ask your retailer that. They're very knowledgeable on all the products that we have. So we're very thankful for all of our retailers. And again, the paint pot project, a pot for peace project, is to support Alzheimer's. So any of them that are posted, Dixie Belle will be donating $1 to that cause. So it's a great cause, and so, you know, why not have some fun with your home decor and do it for a cause? So I appreciate each and every one of you taking the time to watch me today. I'm very grateful for that because you guys don't have to do that, so thank you. Thank you so much, Dixie Belle, for having me, and I will see you guys next Wednesday. And if you guys want to see any of the other stuff that I'm on, I am also on their TikTok page and their Dixie Belle main page over on Facebook as well, with all of the amazing creators and ambassadors. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm always happy to answer anything. If I don't have the answers, there is a great team that has the answers for you. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and I will catch you guys next Wednesday. Bye, you guys.